Hello, everybody. It is Cafe Night at Creative Chat Cafe, hosted by Entrepreneur Setsor. Welcome to joining us tonight. We have a great, hang on, I think I have a little bit of a feedback here. But anyways, we're going to have a great session today. I'm going to get started early so that, we can finish in time because I have a lot to share with each and every one of you. Ashley, do you hear any echo? Okay, good. No more echo. Awesome.
No, I'm fine.
So,
I think it's my
awesome.
headphones.
Okay, great. So, yeah, folks. So tonight we're actually talking about making money on eBay. So, if for many of you who have not, been to any of our shows, Creative Chat Cafe is all about sharing simple solutions, that would help you grow your business fast, and but just without breaking the bank. We try to help you keep everything simple. And tonight we're going to talk about making money on eBay because I know it's the time of the year when a little bit towards the end and we start the new year. Sometimes we have a glut of stuff and we just want to get rid of stuff, right? So I thought it would be a great way to share with you how I too have a personal story with eBay, which we will get into later. But I just want to do a quick introduction of my cast with my co-host with me tonight, which is Ashley Nails, who's our PR marketing coordinator, right down there in Georgia. She's like all warm, and we're like freezing up here in the Northeast. And we actually have Chelsea, who's like right behind that store. Hi. She's having some technical issues with her camera, so we're just gonna have her voice tonight. So anyways, welcome ladies. Thank you for actually joining me tonight because we're going to talk about eBay, making money on eBay. So if you folks tonight are watching Creative Chat Cafe, I'm going to share with you my screen real quick. If you have not actually seen where you're going to watch and send your questions, I'm going to share with you my screen real quick so you can see where it is. So if you go to creativechatcafeonair.com, all right, and you're going to click on December 18, and that will bring you to this page where you're actually watching the video live right here. And if you're on Twitter, you can actually, tweet to us, and here's our tweet feed. Thank you very much. And you can actually hashtag AskCCC. I'm going to show you another hashtag later, or you can scroll down a little bit and you will see another section from our audience who are not on Twitter. You can actually write your comments or questions at the bottom of the page, and we'll check it throughout our show tonight. So really quickly, I'm also going to share with you the other hashtag that we're using tonight, and it's called Creative Chat Cafe. So I'm going to show you real quick, right? So do you see the hashtag, Ashley? It's hashtag Creative Chat Cafe, and you can also hashtag AskCCC. So you can send us your questions through Twitter. You see that Twitter feed, and Ashley will take a look at those questions later, and Chelsea will help out with the other comments in the page. So just wanted to share that with you to kind of help you through to get involved tonight if you have any questions about our presentation tonight. So just a quick question about eBay. Why we're talking about eBay? So why are people really using eBay? I'm going to show you my screen real quick. If some of you have not seen what eBay is, or what tool this is, I'm going to show you real quick, all right? Many people use eBay for many reasons. You can literally sell anything under the sun except human organs, firearms, and stuff like that. Children, we don't want children on eBay, all right? So basically, you can actually sell a lot of stuff and make money on eBay. And you can get here's like all the vehicles, here's fashion, electronics, collectible and arts, home and garden, a lot of stuff, just a lot of stuff, and it started, I believe it started in 1995, and it has now evolved to be, the world's largest marketplace, and I think almost everybody knows. I mean, the people, at least the people that I know what eBay is. So we're going to talk about this tonight, really how you can make money on eBay. So here's a little bit of my personal story. I actually have a personal connection with eBay. I started an online business back in 2007, and I was like, I wanted to do some extra cleaning, in the house, because I was like, oh, I'm looking around. I have too much stuff. Actually, you have some stuff like that too lying around, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, I would love to get rid of it.
There you go. So, I started in about 2007. I started to, wanted to do a little bit extra income, because first of all, I started with, I want to get rid of stuff at home, because I'm like, that's too much stuff, And then I started, communicating with family and friend members overseas. I have people, I have peeps all over the world, really. So they started to say, they know that in the United States, like branded items, actually like the Coach, like watches and all that stuff that, designer labels are really, a little less expensive than they are overseas. So they wrote to me and say, why don't you start shipping and sell stuff there? So he gave me an idea, what if I started using a platform that I could, try to make money? So I started small. I started with little purses, handbags, after cleaning up my house, that is, right? So I started, selling handbags, purses, and there was a demand. And I supplied that demand. So I did golf clubs, I did clothes, I did household items like, kitchenware sets, like, and you probably are wondering, how does she do this shipping stuff? That's another story for a different day. But today we're going to talk about eBay and how we can really make money from it. So initially, my story was I started small, started to supply that demand, right? I started in Southeast Asia. You probably didn't know this too, right, Ashley? So this is a brand new story for you. So I started in Southeast Asia, and I started, being competitive on eBay, and I started to learn about it, and I, just look at other people who are selling stuff on eBay, and over in about 6 months, I literally had, I was penetrating the Australian market, New Zealand, Canada, London, London, and also Indonesia, the Southeast Asian. So I kind of really focused on that, and I, it's a lot of work, but it's something that allowed me to start a business small and take it further. So, if you're asking what are people using eBay for, number one, clean your garages, your closets, the shoe closets. That's a great way to start. And then another way is you can actually turn your hobby into an income generation venture. For instance, I don't know, you probably do dolls, make dolls, or you paint china. It's something that you can turn your hobby into an income. Another thing is, if you're an entrepreneur just like me, every little small idea you can turn into money generation. I mean, you can always start in eBay. If you don't have a big budget, you're on a shoestring budget, you can always try eBay. Start there first, start small, and then eventually, grow it big. So another thing, let me ask you this, Chelsea and Ashley, have you girls, either one of you, bought anything on eBay?
Yeah. I actually just bought my new phone on eBay. It was originally $100, and I got it for $45.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
There you go, folks. That's the reason why we go to eBay, What about you, Ashley? Have you actually bought anything on eBay?
No, but my dad likes to use it. He used to sell his clothing on eBay, and so that's how I learned about it.
Exactly. So bottom line, I think why people shop on eBay, first of all, just like what Chelsea experienced is, competitive pricing. Because there's so many people around the world who are selling stuff, so they have to be competitive, in pricing. And then, we get a chance to actually sell our products to people really around the world who just have access to internet and computer, because now internet can be accessed through your computer, your smartphone, and your tablets, right? So it makes it so much easier. I'm sure you shopped at a weird time, Chelsea. Did you? Because I know I do. Because I can shop at 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah,
just going to eBay.
It was like at 1 a.m. or something like that. I was like,
there you go.
I'm gonna buy a new phone. I'm tired of waiting.
Right, 24/7 access. You know, you don't have to actually wait for the store to open and shop real quick, and then they close at 10, and then you have to go back and forget about shopping. That's the beauty of it. You can it's the online business, right? Actually, if you want to go to Coach, you can just literally find from 200 stores in 1 hour. That's the beauty of it. So I think we have access to wide selection of products, and the competitive pricing, convenience of shopping because we actually access 24/7, right? And then for me, the biggest thing is, so since I started business in eBay, the biggest thing about me with shopping is if I tell people I don't really go out and buy stuff unless it's clothes or shoes or stuff like that, because to me, hey, if I can cover 20 stores in 1 hour, right, 20 stores in 1 hour, that's the advantage of shopping online. Hey, why not, right? Because I bought back my time. So that's exactly what it is. So that's why I love to shop on eBay myself. Do you guys have any questions so far? If going down forward before I really get started into showing some of the neat stuff on eBay?
Oh no, it sounds really good though. Like.
Okay, so let me tell you this. Assuming that you are interested, right, in making money on eBay, all right, how do you get started? I'm sure you're asking that question, right, Ashley? So Ashley, I had shared with you something that you can actually share with our audience. Do you want to share your screen so I too can actually take a look at it and just kind of walk through the whatchamacallit, the content? So folks, there's some basics. You might want to pick the other one, the Google Drive doc, I think, Ashley. The one that says, I think, 4 basics of selling on eBay.
Yes.
Have that?
Yes. It's up.
No. Oh, okay. Scroll down a little bit more so I can actually read that through, because we're actually looking at the picture of the screen picture. That's okay. No worries. So there are 4 really basics of selling on eBay. All right. Number 1, just to get started, because it's a brand new platform like anything else, right? Number 1, you got to spend a few hours to getting to know the platform or the website. You kind of need to research the item that you want to sell and get a feel of the market, because if you don't, you're just selling, you might not get the right traction or the right audience for your product. See, a good way I did it was before I posted anything on eBay, I kind of went to other stores and checked out, what other people are selling, how are they selling it, how are they describing it. And then you have to figure out, like I told you earlier, you have to figure out what you can or cannot sell on eBay, because they do have a policy for that. Like I said, no children, all right, no organs, no weapons, nothing of that sort, people. So, we don't want to see any children or wives or husbands in there. But, you need to do that research and find out what you can sell. And as you can see in point number 2, choose the format of how you want to sell on eBay. There are 2 formats. One, auction style, meaning that when you put it up there, to the highest bidder will actually win the item. The other way is for you to do it buy it now. Chelsea, like you, I'm sure you bought it buy it now option. Is that right?
Yeah, I didn't bid.
Why do you
when I bid? I never win.
I know. Why do you think you buy it now instead of buying an auction? Well, one of the biggest things, why do you buy it now?
Just because it's faster and easier, and you don't have to wait for other people.
For me, I don't wanna wait. I want it tomorrow. I want it yesterday, really, right? So I'm always looking when I'm going into eBay. I'm always looking for like, where's the buy it now buttons? I only want sellers that show buy it now. Of course, there's there's pros and cons about buying the auction, because auction sometimes, not all the time, sometimes you can actually get cheaper pricing, but not all the time. Like Chelsea said, it's hard to stay on top of things unless you're on your on your phone 24/7 and you're always monitoring it. Because I know, me and my husband have done that before, and we're like, oh my God, when it comes to like 30 seconds, you're having 5 different things trying to get to that auction. So, you might want to choose the format that you want to sell. Does the auction style fits you better, or does the buy it now fits you better? Because you kind of need to know what kind of audience that you have too. If you scroll, so as you can see a little bit more, as you scroll down the next one, it talks about market your items wisely, right? So here's the thing. I'm going to show you. I think we're going to show you a little bit on how people describe. So one thing about eBay, if you sell a stuff, it's just like dating, right? If you date somebody, you need to know, where to go to school, how nice are they, who their parents are, right? It's just this item that you buy on eBay. You need to know the description. So you need to describe your products well. Make sure you have keywords that are searchable by search engines, right? So if you actually put, like, for instance, Samsung Galaxy Note Tab 10.1, so those are like great keywords because those words will be picked up by the search engine. So one more thing I think is a great way to offer options for shipping. Do you know why, folks? Because just from my experience, offering people the option of shipping, you can build it into your free shipping option pricing. But if you're doing just local mailing, shipping, I'd suggest that you actually offer I'd say options for shipping. You could do like a overnight, or you can do priority mail, or you could do like ground, whatever, so that you give options to people to either save money or have them delivered faster. So that's a great thing. The only thing is, one tip, when you do an international, when you sell it for international, I suggest that you include it into your pricing, so that it's just free shipping, so that you're not, you're not making the audience or the buyer having a headache trying to figure out what is this shipping price, right? Because I know I get that when I actually buy stuff online. So that's some of the tips about marketing your items wisely, and I'm going to show you shortly what I mean by I'm going to share with you my screen. Let me get you the right screen right here. Hang on. So, for instance, if you're actually this product right here, I'm gonna hang on. So, showing you real quick my screen. So here's an example of a product, right? Online, it says here, whatever this is, sculpture pumpkin size as small Japan art. When you actually get into the dashboard, all right, it'll actually give you the option right here. It says shipping, free standard shipping from outside. What I'm talking about describing your product is, here's an example of a great description. Pictures. Pictures are really great because the thing is that you don't know who the sellers are. Your clients don't know who you are. Your buyers don't know who you are. So they want to have a great feel of the product that they're buying, right? So try to actually describe. Here's an example of a great shipping description. Yeah, right. They tell you what you need to expect from shipping. They have terms of sale. So be clear about what you want your buyers to understand from you. So that's a great way to do the marketing. And in this one, it also, in fact, describes international buyers. Please take note. So the clearer you are with marketing your product, the higher the chance you make the sale. Does that make sense, ladies?
Yeah.
Have you all seen, like, Chelsea, I know if you shop a lot in eBay, have you seen like some bad descriptions, like they don't post anything?
Yeah. I mean, the sellers that aren't as serious, I feel like.
Yeah.
They don't really make much of an effort. They're just sort of looking just to sell their stuff, not to really have a business.
Right, absolutely. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm thinking from a perspective of marketing. And of course, the last number 4 point, I think this is the basics of selling, is once you sell the items, right, Ashley, if you bought my product, even though you don't know me, what do you expect me to do?
I mean, I hope, like you said,
communicate with you?
Yes, communicate. Ask me how it is it working, and just talk with me.
Exactly. So as you can see, my number 4 tip here says, follow through and follow up with the sale. Folks, doesn't matter, because I know in eBay you almost never communicate or see the person who just bought your item, right? So it is very important for you to create that feel that you care about the sale. So it's always great to do great customer service and great communications. And if you say in your listing that you're going to ship it within 24 hours, then you have to ship it within 24 hours so that people know that you're reliable. And when they actually, share that, when they actually get the items from you, right, they'll actually probably rate you a good rating. So I'm going to show you real quick what that means. Hang on a minute here. I'm getting the right screen for you so that you know what I mean by a good rating real quick. Second. All right. Why you need good ratings is because if you're serious about doing business on eBay, making money, if I bought, so eBay has a rating system, all right? So you get to see, for example, if you see a seller that has the star, all right, and it says the top rated seller with highest buyer ratings, Ashley, would you buy from this person? Do you think you'll trust this seller more?
Yes.
Yes. So, like this seller has 68,622 people that have actually purchased from the seller. And then what they do, they either leave, the feedback ratings, they leave, positive, neutral, or negative. You can actually check each and every seller's profile and check if they're reliable. So I suggest before you buy, whenever you sell a product, all right, an item, make sure, like I said, it's important for you to actually have good communications, good customer service, because you know why? You want your customers to actually rate you well. So that means that you're noted like a trusted seller. So that will actually help you increase sales in the future. If you're serious about this, you want to farm your ratings. It's just like a recommendation on LinkedIn, right? You want to make sure that people recommend you for being such a good seller. So that's a great way to actually, follow through and follow up with your sales. That's a great basic tip, I think, for just selling and making money on eBay, because you really want your customers, even though they've never met you, they want to actually communicate and, have a credible seller to buy from. So that's a great tip. And then, yeah, right? Because if I were to buy something like $200 worth, I want to make sure that my product's gonna come. I'm gonna get my product, right, Ashley, Chelsea?
Right.
Right. So did you know this, Chelsea, that they have this ratings system? Did we lose Chelsea?
Oh, sorry, it muted me. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did actually know that. And whenever I bought my phone just a week ago, I think, I actually got a message from the seller asking me to rate him or her.
Yes. Yes.
Which I did because they were really prompt and I got free shipping. So, yeah, I did know.
That's good. That's good. So before I even go to the next session, I just want to quickly show you real quick, a lot of stuff that you can actually, if you're just starting up in eBay, there's this, we will actually share this post show on our website, on our social media. You can actually go to where it says pages.ebay.com, Seller Information Index. To get started, remember when I said to get started, research the platform and the website. This is where you need to be first, because this is like your tutorial platform. It helps you to, figure out how to sell, selling resources, and all that stuff. You can get information from here real quick. Just before I go on to the next thing, do we have any questions, ladies, from any of our Twitter or comment boxes?
Oh, yes. Are there any fees involved in eBay?
Oh, yes. So I'm going to quickly show you the fees, all right? So Yes, of course, because otherwise eBay will not make money, right? So, they do actually have fees, but they're very, very reasonable, all right? So here's what they are. I'm not going to go into complicated tonight. I'm going to keep it really, really simple. So assuming if you wanted to actually sell stuff, right? So to list, you actually have 50 free listings per month. So if you see on my screen here, right, they are called everyday rate plans for eBay sellers. They're actually 4 different kinds of fees, but of course they have fees. They're not charging you to have an account and sell, but they will help you, they will promote and all that stuff. But anyways, here are the different fees. So if you were to sell something, you have up to 50 free listings per month, all right? And you can read more about exclusions. But bottom line is, if you have a product, say, I don't know, if you have a tablet that you want to sell, say, auction style or fixed price listing, they charge you 30 cents. That's just to post the item up. All right. So basically, if you have an item, you want to post it to eBay, into your eBay account, they charge you 30 cents. And then after you've sold the item, they will charge you 10 cents. I think I made a Google Drive doc. Do you have that? Ashley, hang on a minute. I'm going to share you another screen. I did a calculation and kind of wanted to share with you real quick what you can actually see and kind of have an idea of what the calculation looks like if you sell an item. All right. So here's what I did. I kind of did a simple calculation. So assuming, like this one, here's a sample of what they're selling hardcover cases, right, for the phone. So it costs $6.97, right? So $6.97 is what they want to sell the product for. So an example is, right, if this is your 51st item, so remember, up to 50 items, your listings are free, right? So if this is your 51st item, this is going to be your eBay fee calculation. So insertion fees is 30 cents, right? After you've sold the item, right, eBay takes another 10%. So 10% of 6.97 is 0.697, pretty much 70 cents, right?
Yes.
So basically, since I don't know what the cost of this product is to the seller, I'm just taking the cost price as the sell price as the cost price right here, because we all know cost minus the fee, you get your profit, right? So if it's $6.97 minus the 30 cents from here, from the auction of fixed listing, and then you actually minus the 10% that eBay actually takes post sale. So basically, this is your clean value to you. However, there is another fee that you have to remember. If you actually take like credit card processing, or PayPal, they do take another like 3%. PayPal takes another 3%. So all in all, you do understand that your products, right? You don't basically, like if you have a retail store, right? You actually have to rent the store every month. You have to pay $1,000, right? Not with eBay. With eBay, you just post them up as you post, and then you sell. That's when the fees start to build up. But other than that, that's a really simple way to get started. Don't you think, Ashley?
Yeah, I do. It actually makes a lot of sense.
Can you imagine if you have those, those old handbags, that are still in great condition, hey, make a couple bucks, right?
Of course. I love to make money, and the taxes aren't too bad.
There you go, exactly. And then, you don't have to, worry about it cluttering and all that stuff. But that's a great way to make money. If you need to actually, like I said, if you just want to start out, just to kind of get a feel of eBay, I think it would be great for you to just kind of, get started by just, testing out, by selling all the stuff that you don't need around your home, your garage, your closets anymore, And then if you have a feel of entrepreneurship, there are many great ways for you to actually make money on eBay. Just a simple calculation shown to you earlier will give you an idea of how you can actually make money on eBay. Does that help you, ladies, like just to see from an angle, from a money calculation point of view, you know? Does that help you to understand that?
Yes, I definitely see why people use it.
Yeah. What were you saying, Chelsea?
I was just saying, yeah, absolutely. Especially since I've sold a couple of things on eBay before, so.
Yeah. So, you know, and I was saying one thing, right? I was saying the reason why I want to talk about this making money on eBay is because you and I know it is the holiday season, right?
Oh, yeah.
And usually people, so I'm not trying to be that, folks, but I'm just talking about reality. She knows where I'm going with the story.
Yes.
So the point being is, have you gotten that tie that you don't like? Or, you know, Uncle Ed sent you, I don't know, the tie that you, oh my God, you don't like, and then
That sweater.
You know, that sweater with that big reindeer and all that stuff, you know, and then I don't know, shirts, you know, stuff like that. Rather than you just, you know, there are options. So I'm just saying, right? So this is a great way to make money. So, you know, you never throw anything away. In my household, we've been told that try not to throw anything away. You know, we live in a recyclable world. So, you know, if your products or your items at home, you know, are still good, in good condition, you can always sell them on eBay. Hey, you know, even like I've bought a blender blade just to replace as parts on eBay for like $5. So, you know, you will find items like that on eBay. So that's a great way. So, of course, you know, if you're an entrepreneur, I'm sure you can think of 20 different ways of making money on eBay. It is time consuming a little bit, but think about that. You do not have to have technical skills to create, you know, websites and all that stuff. You just need a great marketing system just to kind of fit the kind of business that you want to do on eBay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I know we're about 5 minutes over because we started a little bit late, but I just want to kind of wrap up real quick and sum up. Ashley, do we have, let me just click another, because I think I have one last document right here I want to share with you. Here are, I think, the reasons that people, you know, reasons to use eBay to make money, folks, all right? Because if you're wondering, how am I going to make money on eBay? So here's some of my reasons, and I think they are great reasons for many of you out there who just want to make money on eBay. Number one, because you can sell to anyone in the world who has access to the internet, right? And then you don't really need an e-commerce website because, you know, it's all a platform. You just need to learn the platform a little bit. So you don't have to build your own e-commerce website. You don't need tech skills, right? And then think about this. You don't have to have employees. Your computer is your only employee. We love this, right? Until you have more resources, you know, then you can pay more people to be with you in your business. And then this is one business that I think you can start part-time, just like I did. You know, I started part-time, and I've seen people grow it into full-time businesses. And, you know, I've seen people sell a lot of stuff, like get creative on eBay. So, you know, like I said, you got to ask yourself what kind of business you want to do eBay and just do it well, just like any kind of businesses. Then the other thing is, can you imagine if you stop selling on eBay, there's no penalty, all right, and the investment is small, right? You don't have to have a store, no brick and mortar, you're not you're not paying a rent, so that's a plus for making business, doing a business on eBay, right? So one more thing, create your own business and work schedule. I mean, if you want to work at 3 a.m. to open the doors for people in a different region of the world, like I did, you know, you can do that definitely. And here's one of the biggest thing, I think, number 7 right here, right? For number 7 right here, some of us are not extroverts. We may be a little bit introverts, right? And sometimes we don't take rejections very well, right, people? So we try to do sales like, introverts are trying to figure out, like, how are we going to do sales? We're not good with, you know, people. You know, I don't take rejection very well. Here you go. Here's an answer. Because you know why? If you don't like to do one-on-one sales, this platform may work for you because you are never in contact with your prospects until they choose to buy. So, you know, that's a great way, that's a great reason to actually use eBay to make money. That's just, you know, for me, I've heard many, introverts coming, the people that I network with, they're always asking, hey, I don't know, I don't do sales and all that stuff. I'm like, do you have a lot of stuff that you can sell? Oh, yeah, definitely. Go try eBay. You don't meet the people that are buying for you. So that's a great way to actually just get started, get your feet wet, and try it out. So I think we're actually close we are over time, but I just wanted to kind of share that with you. So folks, in the next couple days, we'll share the video, and there's some other stuff that I will actually, share with you. There is a dashboard where you actually create your description, list out your items on eBay. I'm just going to do a quick video tutorial for next week. I'm going to put it on social media so you'll have an idea of how easy actually it is to actually create a post and sell an item on eBay and then start making money. That's just a great tool, I think. You don't have to have a big investment to start a business, but you can start small and then eventually build it so big that it could actually be your primary source of income, and that's a great tool to use. So folks, we're actually thankful that you're joining us tonight. You've joined us tonight. We are at December 18. Next week is Christmas, so we want to take this opportunity to wish each and every one of you a happy holiday. And we will only resume back in the second week of January because we have a great announcement in January. So stay tuned. So everybody, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I have to go and catch my Z's for the day. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Chelsea, for joining us, and we'll see you in January. Bye.
Bye.